It's 5:30 in the afternoon. We've been all day exploring, and we just realized now that our microphone was not working.
Will forgot to turn it on.
No, it did not work.
Actually, it's broken. Our microphone's broken. I'm calling the manufacturer. It's under a year old.
So this is how we have our day.
We're gonna salvage it. Damn it, we're gonna salvage it.
We're gonna do the best we can.
Good morning, everyone. We are off on a world schooling weekend because the kids go back to school next week, so we're making the most of a couple days we have left. Where are we going?
Chauvet Cave. It's a
That
place.
was a really good pronunciation.
It's a cave where there's human drawings from like 30,000 years ago. It's supposed to be really interesting, and then it's also right adjacent to a gorge, which I cannot pronounce to save my life, but Largo's really good at pronouncing it.
How do you pronounce it, Largo?
I can't remember.
Oh, Avalon, I know you're lounging back there with your Kindle, but guess what we found?
Strawberries?
Yes! Oh, whoa, we're awake. Strawberries!
We had to make 5 different U-turns to get back to this place.
You think it's drive-through service?
Mommy, you get 3
Bonjour! No.
Okay, so the great part about being in France is that this place,
Cheese.
fruit is really just by the way that the seasons go. So, you know, a month ago we were drowning in apples.
So good. And then before that was the clementines.
And before we were having tons of broccoli, now we have none. But now is strawberry season, and this little
So
bugger
good.
behind me is the queen of the strawberries, and we're just we're soaking it all up.
I'm really intrigued by lavender, and look at this is lavender land here. From what I hear, they harvest in June, so we will absolutely be touring a facility, learning more about lavender as time goes on. But today we're going to venture into the Lavender Museum and see what we can learn. Look at this! Oh my gosh! Look at this one.
And now here in this bottle, okay, you can see the oil in yellow here is floating, okay, and the water is going here. So the water is going from here in this pipe and in this bottle over there. And when we want to collect the oil, we will stop this pipe here. So the level will go high and the oil will be going here in this pipe, in this bottle. You see, that's the way we're collecting the oil, and we separate the oil and water.
What do you think about that size right behind you?
I think that's really big. I can't imagine driving that around small European streets. We're stalking this RVer over here. When they come back to their car, we're gonna go ask them how big that is.
I'm really curious because that one, I
That
think,
looks so big to
but
me.
it would fit all of us.
Well, of course it would fit us, but look at it, it's like driving a 18-wheeler.
All right, well, we're gonna find out.
I can't imagine you driving that because I'm not gonna be able to drive that. Look how big that is. What
think
guesses?
that's-
What do you think that is? What size?
I don't know what size it is. It looks like it's maybe
That
a.
looks like it's a 6.
No, it's more than a 6.
I don't know.
It's got to be more than 6.
Can you look on the timers?
I measured it. I went ahead and took my feet.
And what'd your feet say? Because your feet are a foot.
I was like 22 foot by foot by foot by foot by foot.
Okay.
And these are size 13 shoes, so that's got to be
And what'd you come up with then?
like 21. Okay guys, so we have just entered the cave de Madeleine. It's called the Grotte de Madeleine, call it the cave, call it whatever you want to call it. This is a place where prehistoric humans lived about 30,000 years ago, something like that. This is not the same place we mentioned earlier today. We're gonna go to this one because this is the first one we found. Okay guys, we're at a gorge here. It's the Gorge de la Chair. Once again, I don't know the name of this thing.
There are people kayaking down here. This is super cool. Bonjour!
And there's a really cool cave here of like The cool cave is of like 30,000 years ago. I don't know where the sticks came from. We're gonna go check it out.
I love how Will stays
A
so
lot of
focused.
stalactites and stalagmites, and
You stay so focused when craziness is happening behind
because
you.
we have to save this shot.
So for those who don't speak French,
Okay, so there was a little mishap up until this moment where this microphone up on top here, for some reason, stopped working. It happens to the best of them,
I'm a
Jess.
little speechless at this point that we lost all the audio from the lavender field, but it happens. I learned about stalactites and stalagmites in school, but I could never remember which came from the ceiling, which came from the ground. So stalactites with this, I'm probably still not even saying it right, but the one with the C is the ones coming down from the ceiling, C, ceiling, and stalagmites, the G, are the ones coming up from the ground. So that's a great way to remember it.
Alright, so we are now basically, see that light? Oh my gosh, it's like my teeth are fluorescent.
I feel like we're back in the catacombs, but without the dead bodies. Go link to that video up there, right?
And what we thought was actually going to be a very dull tour of this cave. It's pretty impressive.
I like it. I didn't think it was going to be dull.
Okay, so you guys got to see the entire tour with the French tour guide.
Yeah, how was it?
And we were stuck listening to the not so good radio things.
And I know he said some funny things because I heard people laugh. This thing is not funny. Okay, Largo, what are the ones hanging from the ceiling called?
Stalactites.
Don't tell him. What are the ones coming up from the ground called?
Stalagmites.
Okay, so that is the end of the cave, and now we're going to start with our journey back home.
By sleeping in the car.
We're not sleeping in the car.
I want to sleep overnight in the car.
You want to sleep in the car?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
There's something to think about, Jess.
What? No.
Yes.
This could be our test for the RV.
No. I'm not sleeping in the car.
Right?
Oh, you're taping this too.
This
No.
could be for the
I mean, I
RV.
have slept in the car before. This is not my first time.
Right,
This
but
would
if
not
we
be
can
my-
survive this, then we're going a long way in figuring out whether, first of all, we can survive in an RV. We have goats and a big goat. Oh my god, that's a big goat right there.
The door open just in case I need to.
I just hope a car doesn't come flying by here, Jess.
Oh my goodness. We're just leaving the gorge and the cave, and look.
Hey, look at the goats.
crossing.
Avalon, do you want to go pet them?
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Oh, bad idea.
Avalon, go pet them.
Goats have horns.
Go get them, Avalon.
Really sharp ones.
Does this not scare you? We're in the middle of a road.
We are. As let's get back in the car, quick.
Car's coming.
Ah! Oh my god, look at the baby one. They're so cute.
What do you think about having all those goats come with us on the road, and we can have a little farm, and we can hang out, and we can raise goats and have goat they goat cheese and goat eggs. They don't think they have eggs, but I think we're gonna have goat everything.
A little farm on wheels.
Okay, so really guys, how cool is that? A goat family randomly showing up on the road. You'd think this was, well, I don't know what you think it is, but apparently there's a whole bunch of goats here.
I was just gonna, yeah, there's a whole bunch of goats. Wow, that was cool.
That was, the guys,
I don't even have shoes on. I don't even have shoes on.
These two just jumped out
the car.
and they said, goats!
Right after the goats!
You'd think it's like, you know, some like famous pop star. It's goats, guys. All right, well, you know, let's get back in the car. Hello, Chev.
Bonjour, chef.
Look, boy, that is one healthy male
I was
Chev.
just gonna say, look at that.
That is one
Wow.
testosterone-driven Chev.
We've seen a lot of goats.
But there is so many goats on this road.
It's really cute. We just almost hit a guy and a goat because there was a guy who parked his car like us and was running down the road after a goat. it's beautiful. We went from the top all the way down to where in the bottom where they launch the kayaks. We've driven through some tunnels. We've seen some tunnels across the gorge. I mean, we've been in the caves. Obviously, it's really quite amazing. Tons of camping here. If anyone wants to come during the summer, not too many restaurants. We're looking for places to eat right now, and we're starving. And there's a restaurant. Is that a restaurant? That is a pizzeria. We'll be back after we go to the pizzeria.
Alright, so oddly enough, where we stopped to get dinner is also a campground. Now, European campgrounds are somewhat different. Well, I don't know. I'm making this stuff up because honestly, I know nothing about campgrounds in the US. But this is a European campground, and it has a pizzeria attached to it, and it's right on the gorge as well. So I'm really curious how much this is a night. But this really comes into the factor of budget, because this is the type of place we probably want to stay if we want to indulge. Let's find out. So here it is, between 22 in the off season up to 47 during peak season for standard, and then for a same thing with water hookups as well. It goes from like 26 during the off season up to 51. So this is not exactly cheap camping, but look at all you get. Look, these guys are happy, right? You get a game center, you get a bar, and look at all that. Wow, that's actually not too bad. Okay, so here's the deal. We are now just driving. We're gonna go as far as we can go for as long as we can until we just say we can't go any further.
And then we'll pull the car over and sleep in the car, or hopefully we'll find a hotel by then.
We may find a hotel. You never know.
We probably will find a hotel, I hope.
But okay, we're on our way.
Yep.
All right, so this is our evening.
We got a room, so for 70 euros, we got a bed.
70 euros, we're getting a bed.
Yeah.
It's got 4 beds, and it's gonna be all right.
Okay.
Do you like your room?
I do. I'm so happy to have a bed.
Toilette là-bas.
Okay.
All right, so that is it. We're in our room.
Going to bed.
We're going to bed. We've been checked in, and
how cute was the guy that checked us in, guys? Oh my gosh. He gave us a full tour of everything. Any restroom in this building, any exit strategy we might need if we need to go to the car. So adorable.
But we're getting rest now, and that's the key. Yep. Okay, so that's
All right.
it.
Good night. Thanks for watching.
Bonsoir.
Largo out.
And remember to live your life.
Love your family. And learn to travel.
And we'll see you next time on WorldTowning. Au revoir. You guys glad we got the hotel?
Is this a good time to film? It's okay.
Does that mean yes?
Just wiping my nose. Yes, I am glad we got the hotel.